Hello, hello, hello. I am just double checking the audio video content. So let me just double check. Looks like we're good. Yes. Okay. So welcome to Talk Tuesdays. Talks on Tuesdays. If you saw the weekly forecast, you definitely saw that this week is about a 4. This week numerologically is a 4, and I'm talking about strong foundations. I mentioned how it's masculine energy, and it started out with a bang, obviously. Sunday I posted the live, and I'm sorry, the weekly forecast, and I'm checking. Yeah, and so it's been crazy. It's been crazy from Sunday to now. Monday, obviously, everybody was hearing about what happened in Las Vegas, and it's very, very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Looking for my notes that fell somewhere. That's lovely. So very unfortunate, and it's been, I actually snapped about it, and it turns out that I do know some people, and I'm starting to see more people and more people that I know or that know someone that have been shot, that have been injured, and that are safe. So it's definitely close to home for us on the West Coast. I know a lot of the world events have been happening either on the East Coast or have been happening in London or Barcelona, or right throughout the year. But this one is obviously crazy. We're seeing a lot of, was this a conspiracy? What's the government hiding? So be careful what you're reading. Be careful what you're watching on the news, because that's why I'm here. I'm going to talk about how it's affecting us. How is it affecting us? So, well, first of all, obviously we're all being sucked into this media frenzy of what exactly is going on and how is it affecting you. And it's affecting us because, number one, it's an energetic vortex that has captured the attention of, for sure, the West Coast, for sure, anyone and everyone that was traveling for this concert or was in Vegas this weekend, anyone that knows someone that lives in Las Vegas. So it's definitely been triggering that. It's affecting us. So on a 1st degree, 2nd degree, 3rd degree, if it's not someone we know someone that knows someone that was there. And then on a 3rd degree, of course, and even expanding more, we're watching the news, we're tweeting about it, or we're watching our Twitter, we're watching our social media, we're watching our everything, Facebook. One of my good friends was watching CNN almost all day, and right, we're reading the stories and what's the latest with the FBI, what have we found, how come we haven't found a motive. And then last night there was more videos of people that had caught videos of more than one shooter. And so I don't even want to go into what happened, because we're all watching it, and we're all listening, and we're all hearing about it. It's a topic of conversation. And so it's affecting us. And if you're not watching the news, people are posting about it on your Facebook, right, on your social media. So, and if that's not you, then that's great. If you're not hearing about it, and it's not affecting you, that's great. And I know for me, if there's a world event that's happening and I'm not directly or indirectly, I'm obviously indirectly affected, but there's no correlation that I can find, like pinpoint, oh, this person to this person I know and know someone, it still affects us on an energetic level, because it's like this heavy cloud that comes in. And it was a crazy intense day. There was more, there was a scare at USC. Thank God nothing had happened. I mean, that's where I go and get my braces. I go to the USC School of Orthodontics. So I wasn't there. I go on Wednesdays, and it's only once a month. but it's still, it's close to home, and these world events, whether it's Puerto Rico, whether it's the hurricanes and the aftermath, whether it's Cuba, whether it's the military, whether it's politics, I can go on and on and on, because we have had like this crazy, not domino effect, but just effects, causes, like these crazy things that have been happening, right? From Mother Nature to politics to people reacting, and to people causing these world events that are just on so many levels tragic, but on so many levels, for instance, a political era, just bringing in that awareness, because that is why that's what's going on. We're being aware, right? I'm starting to see a lot of gun control posts of share and make sure you call the Congress, and making us more politically active. So it's affecting us, whether you're watching it, whether you're not watching it, whether you're hearing about it, whether you're affected first, second, or third degree plus. We're affected. We're affected because the energy is there, and we're all one. We are on a soul level. If we go into energy, if we go into science and atoms and in the quantum physics and whatnot, which I won't go into, we are all connected. So that brings me to one of the second topics I'm going to be talking about. I'll be talking about cutting cords, and I'm also going to be talking about protecting yourself. So it brings me into protecting yourself, right? I've been talking about this on every single video, and I'm going to keep talking about it because I am so adamant about this. I protect myself on the daily, every day, before my feet touch the ground from the bed or the couch or the sofa, wherever I'm sleeping, because, I travel a lot. Wherever it is that I am, I wake up and I say, God, protect me with the white light of the Holy Spirit. All negative energy that I'm carrying or that is surrounding me, we're going to ask that all that negative energy be taken into the white light of the Holy Spirit. And it's going to be recycled and transitioned back into positive energy. So the third level of this, because I've been talking about this for a few videos now, is replacing the energy. You have to replace the energy. You can't just say, okay, well, negative energy, go away. So the universe, it's like it's going to suck it up like a vacuum. So what's going to replace it? Where there's something, energy is neither created nor destroyed. It just changes forms, right? I talked about this before. If water's vaporized, it turns into rain, or it turns into snow, or it turns back into humidity, and it cycles back. It's frozen and whatnot, and turns back into water. And so energy, when we're getting rid of that negative energy, we want to just say that, because again, words are so powerful. The words that you say are so powerful. When you say, release it into the white light of the Holy Spirit, and I want to replace it with. So I want to replace it with peace. I want to replace it with love, unconditional love, joy, happiness, wisdom, clarity, prosperity, abundance, laughter. What is it that you want to replace that with? And I say everything that I want to be, everything I want to feel. All those there's more experiences of things that I've felt before. And I want to also replace it. The last thing I say is I'm going to replace it with everything and anything that my heart desires. So on a soul level, what does your heart desire? Because your heart tunes in to your higher self. And that's on a soul level. And so yes, this is connecting with your higher power, with your best self, if you will, your best self. So protecting yourself. God, protect me with the white light of the Holy Spirit, all negative energy that I'm carrying from this life or any past lives in all directions of time and space. Right? We want to cover all bases. Let it be released into the white light of the Holy Spirit, and then let it be replaced and filled with, say what you want, peace, love, joy, wisdom, prosperity, clarity. What is it that you want to experience today? Your thoughts, your words have power. So say it. Archangel Michael is the archangel you want to call on for bodyguards. If, God forbid, you are in a natural disaster and something, or a terrorist attack, and unfortunately we have to think about that now. We've been having to think about it, obviously, since September 11th, but it doesn't always hit home. And so if that's us, if that's you, if that's me, Archangel Michael, call on your angels, protect yourself. Imagine, like I said, a white bubble of light, and just trust and have faith. And if, God forbid, anything happens, mantra is, out of this situation, only great things will happen. Because it's bringing awareness, because it's going to, whatever that is, whatever door needs to open will be opened. So Archangel Michael, if I'm alone, I'm walking down the street to my car, it's a dark street, whatever, what have you, call on Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, he's a bodyguard. And that leads into the third thing that I want to talk about, which is cutting cords. There are always people, whether there's a natural disaster or not, there are always people that go from one extreme to the next, right? Like extremists, those are the people that are going haywire, like terrorists, people. They love what they stand for. They stand for something, and they know what they stand for, and they're willing to die for it. That's an extreme cause, right? And then there's people on the dramatic level of, oh my God, my life is over, right? People that are just super, super duper extreme about the drama or the theatrics. I'm not using the word drama anymore. I'm using the word theatrics. If you want to use it, great. If not, you can use drama as well. And then there's the other people who are just like not feel like it doesn't faze them. Things don't faze them. It's like they've detached from their emotional body or their emotional connection. There is no emotional connection. So there are those extreme sides from one side to the other, and then there's the neutral side. We want to stay in the neutral side, because when you're in the neutral side, you're able to see both sides. You're able to see contrast, right? The white and the black, as well as being in the gray, because nothing's ever black and white. And you're able to stay neutral. When you stay neutral, then you're able to come from a place of your higher power, to connect, intuition, and then respond to whatever situation you're in. I know that's obviously not in a natural disaster. You want to just, right, you fight, flight, or freeze. That's a different story. So let's go into the cutting cords. Call on Archangel Michael, right? And why do we cut cords? We're cutting cords because we want to not be dealing with, we don't want to be detached. I don't want to be detached from my emotions. That's why a lot of people take on pills, take on addictions, take on drinking, and it doesn't have to be, again, to an extreme, but some people want to numb the feelings. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to see it. We don't want to feel it, because the feeling can be too intense. The feeling of a breakup, the feeling of, I just lost someone, the feeling of, this is surreal. Somebody I know was at the Las Vegas shooting and was shot and is not here anymore, whether that's a parent, whether that's a husband or fiance. I've been seeing a lot of the stories. It's the feeling. Some people want to numb that out. Or whether you're going into the dramatic scene of, oh my God, I can't survive, I can't live. And so there are addictions, right? We don't want to be detached, and we don't want to be like, this is the rest of my life. I cannot move on or move past this. Of course, it's still fresh. And I'm not being insensitive to those that are, because it is fresh. So what can you do, right? This is what I'm helping you do, is cut cords to the to the extreme sides. So you want to cut cords, and to also the people, because we are being affected. You want to stay true, making sure that you're not being absorbed into this energetic vampires, because they want to latch onto your energy. If your energy is bright, if your light is shining brightly, then you are like a lighthouse. And I saw a quote yesterday from one of my numerology mentors, Glynis McCants, that talks about the stars, right? Without darkness, there wouldn't be stars, right? So sometimes out of the darkness, great things happen. Out of the situation, only great things will happen. I know I'm talking a little bit longer today, but it's I feel like it's necessary. So definitely, I want to hear your comments. Please, if you're being affected by this, if you need prayers, if you need guidance, leave a message, leave a comment. We'll definitely hold you in this space. All of us here will leave you in this space of prayers, of angels, of love. And going back again to Archangel Michael. And cutting cords, you want to cut the cords so that you can move through energetically and then physically, logically. You go through all the stages, right? First stage is denial. And you just simply take some deep breaths and you call on Archangel Michael. So let's actually go ahead and take a deep breath in and out. And breathe it out. You can do that a few times. And just lowers your blood pressure. It lowers your, helps you think clearly, helps you connect to the divine, your higher self when you breathe deeply. And you're going to go ahead and call on Archangel Michael. So I'm going to go ahead and call on Archangel Michael right now and ask him to cut cords. We give him permission, right? He needs your permission. So I say, I give you permission, Archangel Michael, to cut cords to people, to places, to situations, to events, to things that do not serve me any longer. They don't serve me a purpose. That could be in relationships, that could be in old relationships, that could be this life, that could be past lives, that could be stuff when you were 2, it could be stuff when you're, yesterday or this morning. I'm going to cut all those cords to all those things that do not serve you a purpose, because it doesn't serve you a purpose. Just connect with your divine so you can make decisions clearly. You can think clearly, your mind is clear, you're breathing deeply, and just go ahead and call on Archangel Michael and cut those cords. So that is what's going on. I'm going to pull a card today. I hope you are staying strong. We do need to stay strong energetically as far as mind, body, and soul. And by doing that, we breathe deeply. By doing that, we don't want to numb our feelings. We don't want to get overreactive as well into the extreme. And if you know someone, of course, doing what you can, but still, again, taking care of who is most important to you. You're the most important person. So I'm going to pull a card. What is it that we need to know right now? We're moving into the second phase of the weekly forecast. If you haven't seen it, I will post the link again. But just in the meantime, right now, perfect angels, energy healing. Energy healing, that is what's going on right now. That is exactly what's going on right now. Doing some energy healing for you, for the world, for the peace. You can imagine Las Vegas, the city, the hospitals. You can imagine a white light of Holy Spirit. We can go ahead and do that for the rest of the week, every day. It was 11:11. I did it earlier, this video today live, because now it's 11:22. If you know anything about angel numbers, it's a consecutive numbers. So much to talk about all the time. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. It's important right now. It's important right now. It's a important part of your life purpose, because in order to do your life purpose, you need to do energy healing on you. If you don't, well, I'm not judging. You have free will. But it helps you think clearly and helps you get to be the best self. So how do you get to be your best self? Let's take another deep breath. All right. I hope this was helpful. If it was, I really want to hear your comments. I know last week I was doing a drawing. I'm going to do another drawing, so you get 15 minutes with me, whether you just need to feel empowered, however I can help you. Definitely want to help. So I'm going to do a drawing, fifth comment. I can't predict that. So like, subscribe, share the video if you feel that it's helpful. Sending a lot of love out to you, to Las Vegas, to Puerto Rico, to Mexico, to all across the world. And let's hold that intention of protecting a white light of the Holy Spirit, and sending love to all these people that feel alone, that feel the need to create, the need to harm others. Let's just send them love, because they need it the most. All right. I will talk to you later. This is Linda Sochiavalos coming to you live. I'm in Long Beach, sunny California, and sending you a lot of love. Peace out.